Hello, young man. I'm glad you're here, because today we're going to talk about a very important theme, one that can change your life forever. You see, life is full of challenges, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, but with the right mindset, you can overcome anything. Now, I know what you're thinking. What could possibly be the key to overcoming all these challenges? Well, my young friend, it's quite simple. It's about being resilient, being determined, and most importantly, being grateful. You see, gratitude is the foundation of happiness. It's the key to unlocking your full potential, and it's the secret to living a fulfilling life. When you focus on what you already have, rather than what you don't have, you begin to shift your perspective. You start to see the world in a different way, and you begin to appreciate the little things in life. Now, I know it's not always easy. I've been in some tough spots myself. But I've learned that when you focus on the positive, when you focus on what you're grateful for, you start to build strength. You start to build resilience. And you start to build resilience. Build a sense of purpose. So, how can you start practicing gratitude in your daily life? Well, it's quite simple. You can start by keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. It could be something as simple as a good cup of coffee, a beautiful sunset, or a supportive friend. Another way to practice gratitude is to share your gratitude with others. When you express your gratitude to someone, you not only make them feel appreciated, but you also strengthen your relationship with them. You can do this by writing a thank you note, giving a small gift, or simply by telling someone how much you appreciate them. Now I want to share with you a story about a time when I was struggling to find gratitude. I had just lost my parents, and I was feeling lost and alone. But then I realized that I had so much to be grateful for. I had my health, I had my friends, and I had my city to protect. I started to focus on what I had, rather than what I didn't have, and that's when things started to change. I started to see the world in a different way. I started to appreciate the little things, and I started to find joy in the simplest things. And that's when I realized that gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a choice. You can choose to focus on what you don't have, or you can choose to focus on what you do have. Now, I want to ask you, what are you grateful for? Take a moment to think about it. Take a moment to reflect on your life, and think about what you have to be grateful for. Is it your family, your friends, your health, or your freedom? Whatever it is, I want you to hold on to it. I want you to cherish it, and I want you to never let it go. Because when you focus on what you're grateful for, you start to build a sense of purpose. You start to build a sense of direction. And you start to build a sense of fulfillment. And that's when you'll realize that life is not just about what you have, it's about what you do with what you have. So remember, gratitude is a choice, it's a mindset, and it's a way of life. Choose to focus on what you have. Choose to appreciate the little things, and choose to live a life of gratitude. And always remember, no matter what challenges you face, you have the power to choose how you respond. You have the power to choose your attitude. And you have the power to choose your perspective. Now, I want to leave you with a quote from one of my favorite authors. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. That's right, my young friend. The greatest wealth is not about what you have. It's about what you do with what you have. And it's about being content with what you have. So, don't wait any longer. Start practicing gratitude today. Start focusing on what you have. And start living a life of fulfillment. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account, link on description. See you soon, friend.